What's going on, guys? Good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the Aftermarket Recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Welcome aboard again. Today is Thursday, April 21st, 2022. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, make sure to click on that white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos. I already recorded the options bootcamp. It lasted about 20 minutes, kind of going over various things in terms of the market, what I usually look for, what I usually talk about, and what I see on a daily basis. So again, it's very kind of a vague thing, but it's kind of like a power booklet, if you want to call it, a power video, kind of giving you reminders and things to look for. Again, get a piece of paper out, take some detailed notes. It'll be on YouTube. So again, turn on notifications to know when it's coming up. I already recorded. Now I just got to do some editing and then do the thumbnail, and then I'm basically set. The Dow was down, closed down 368 points, and Nasdaq down 2.07%. S&P down 1.48% today. The VIX did close up 11%, 2268. Equal weight S&P fared slightly better than the S&P today, down 1.45%. QQQ down 2.07% today. The dollar index up 0.23%. Yields starting to creep to that 3% level, 2.917. Taking a look at credit markets, high yield credit took a little bit of a slip today, down 0.69%. Investment grade bonds fell 1% today. That's LQD. Taking a look here at gold futures, pretty much flat, 1953. Silver 2472 today, down 2%. Crude oil was up 1.8% today, $104 a barrel. 333 for gasoline futures, up 1.39%. And then Bitcoin, 40,650 on the future side, down 1.42%. Ethereum breaches below 3,000 on the future side, 29.96. Some of the big movers today, Tesla. As we know, Tesla was up today due to their earnings. They were up as high as 10% today. They did manage to close out on a gain of 3.23% at $1,008 on the stock price. But again, that was pretty much the only green thing out there. Apple was green for a time being, but looks like Tesla and Apple couldn't hold the indexes up too long. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Netflix continue to slide today as well. So mega caps, semiconductors got taken to the woodshed. AMD down as well. So just ugly price action for those aggressive growth at one point thought to be more of a quality investment. Philip Morris was up today after earnings in the morning, 1.95% to the upside. So a little more defensives. Telecoms got a bid today, kind of a bond proxy as well. Again, you're pretty much buying those for the dividend. Yet banks fell today as well. Bank of America, JPM, Wells Fargo all came down today. Let's take a look at the groups and what worked, what didn't. Consumer defensives, like we talked about, best performer. Materials, energy, communication services. That's Google, Facebook, those names, Twitter. They were down today. So again, just pretty much a red day. I talked about it briefly about S&P futures today. We hit an S&P put for the same day for Friday expiry, and that hit about, wow, 200 and something percent. Did very well. The only problem is that I didn't go full position on it because I thought we were just going to test at worst 44.54. So what we had yesterday is what I basically was talking about in the morning on TikTok and on Instagram, was that 4,500 being a key level. We got there in the morning. Was really about a 45.11 level, the 100-day moving average. It was rejected, as you can see. And then we continued down. So 44.53 was my first level. I even had S&P futures short, but I closed it out too early. It happens. I'd rather get a for sure thing. But again, we continued down, even broke the 50-day on the daily. So now the key level you're looking at here is 43.71, which is the 61.8 extension fib, with the 44.54 being the resistance. That's your first level resistance. Your support here, 43.71. I think that we do bounce off 43.71, to be honest. Maybe just retest 44.07. I was hoping for that close above 44.08 today. See if I can possibly catch a move either up to the upside and see if we can get a little bit of a bounce to retest that upper end of the 44.54 range. Or if anything, that would reject if we closed above it, and then that'd give us an opportunity to actually go down to 43.71. The move's kind of already made to the downside, so unless you expect us to break the lows of the week, which is around 43.54 or say, then right now you kind of got to stay neutral and see if we do break above 44.08 to the long side. But until then, you're kind of playing with very thin here, a little bit thin room here, because if you do go short, 43.71 is that target, but how far low are you going to go? And of course, nice timing. JP Morgan expects S&P 500's earnings to blow up past gloomy estimates. So they're a little bullish on their call. So again, a lot of moving parts. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we end green, just because. That's what happens. But really, guys, today it's been just a range. 4,500. We talked about that round number theory, the moving averages, the 200 being and the 100 being key. The 50-day, we broke below that. Now what? 43.71 is what we're looking for. If we break below that, then you just have to stay short the whole way, all the way down to 42.52. There's no really bullish catalyst if this JP Morgan thing doesn't really fail to pump the markets. Tesla did its job in regards to their earnings. Let's see if the market does cheer or kind of buys a dip on tech. So tech being such a heavily weighted part of the S&P, it pushes a little higher. So let's go ahead. Oh, we just talked about that. Patron Boy is asking about tech. So let's go and take a look at the NASDAQ. Again, NASDAQ sinking as well. We did have that inverse head and shoulders. We popped a little bit, but we filled it. So we should be bouncing above 13,826. I tried to catch QQQ for calls, but we sliced through support rather quickly, actually. So I had to get out of that thing. But we did catch SPY on the uptrend in the morning and on the downtrend as well. So not completely terrible. I wish that QQQ, I'm kind of kicking myself that I got in. Either way, looking at tech, yes, what's hurting is really the semiconductors. They're such a big part of tech. You can start taking a look at the 3-year chart. We're starting to get to really close support of around the 100-day moving average on SMH, which is the semiconductor ETF. If we compare that to the NASDAQ, it looks very, very, very similar to what I'm seeing on the weekly. So again, we're starting to get closer to support around 13,490. Again, I'm going to start, I didn't get my alert for the 200 level for NVIDIA, but if we do open below an NVIDIA tomorrow at 200, I'm going to be buying some more NVIDIA tomorrow. I did buy some SPY-G today as well. I do it every week. Again, that also has tech. Closing position early helps. I closed my BAC puts too early today. It happens. I kind of equate that to, someone come up to you and says, hey, I have $50. You can take it and walk away and it's your $50. Or you can flip the coin and you win $100 or you get nothing. So what would you rather pick? I'd rather just take the sure thing, the $50, man. At the end of the day, in markets and trading every day, just don't question it, man. Just take it and be happy with it. You're gonna have to find out that to control greed down the line. Yes, it makes for a sexy screenshot when you have triple digits. Absolutely, I'll be the first to tell you. But at the end of the day, you got to treat it like business. Act like you've been there before. At the end of the day, you don't need to be doing touchdown dances every time you make a score. But again, keep in mind that every single kind of profit you've made, belligerent on YouTube, is the fact it's getting closer to your goal. So think of it that way. You're just getting that extra rep in. You don't have to work out for 4 hours to get in shape. It's consistency over time. 30, 40, an hour a day working out or doing some cardio. You're going to see more gains than 4 hours at the gym once a week. Doing what? That's exactly what you want to see, is consistency. All right, guys, we'll go and leave it there. Have a great rest of your afternoon. I'll catch you guys for the morning note tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I already recorded the video for the options bootcamp, kind of going over the basic stuff that I usually look at on a daily basis. So you can kind of follow around with me on social media. So when I talk about certain things, you'll know why I'm talking about it. Kind of give you a little bit of a background in it to give you some help as you go along. So that's coming up. Turn notifications so you know exactly when that's out. Have a great rest of your afternoon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.